What is up, people? This is the Oracle. We are back online for a new Aether Revolt draft. Back looking pretty strong. All the uncommons are very good. Karizev's expertise I don't think is very good at all. It's not better than a threat and effect, it's just not very good. Narnam Renegade is very good. Pacification Array is very good, and an Aether Express is pretty busted too. Pretty much the new Renegade Freighter. Slightly weaker probably, but still pretty busted. Couple decent uncommon creature. But basically the pick is between, I think, Array and Express. Narnam Renegade is very good too, but picking a colorless card is better, obviously, because we can stay more open. I've been truly impressed by Pacification Array. Now I could see the Express being better. I think it's pretty close. I'm gonna pick the Express. It might be wrong, but I've played with Array. I know it's good. I've played a little bit against Express. It seemed very good, and I kind of want to play with Express now and see how, how good it is. Again, a couple good colored card. Daring Demolition, a very solid removal. Outland Bar, solid double colored card. Probably not strong enough to wanna go red-green though. But I think I'm just gonna pick Treasure Keeper, which is just solid value. Yeah, just, kind of a reverse cascade effect. You get the card when it dies. It's strong, solid, efficient, lets me stay monocolored. I could see Demolition being slightly better if you know that you're black, but I don't see any reason to just, do something other than staying, colorless for now. Alright. This time I'm probably gonna pick a colored card, as none of the artifacts are very good. I mean, Mobile Garrison is fine. I have had a decent amount of success with that card. It plays pretty well with Pacification Array because you can tap something, then untap the array during your turn, tap something else. It's pretty good. It's a fine card. The card is filler at best. Crusher, I am not a huge fan, but it's playable. But I think here we either want to pick the Plunderer, which is good, just a solid card, or the Spire Patrol, which is also solid but double colored. So I don't know. I think this card is slightly better, but I think picking a monocolored card is probably a better option. Yeah, I guess we'll be plundering. Caught in the Bright is probably the pick here. Very solid removal. It's kind of clunky that we are going blue-white after passing a pretty solid blue-white uncommon, but I guess it'd be what it be. Because Aether Poisoner is good, but weaker than Caught in Bright. I guess there's Chandra Revolution, which is another very good removal. Dispersal Tactician is solid, but I don't think I want to stay in blue and pick a weaker card over the two solid removals there. This is probably quite good in the right deck too. But I don't think we want to pick that over, again, one of the two solid removal. I think Caught in Bright is slightly better. But and I also like blue-white more than blue-red. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that. And oh well, if we put someone else into blue-white, it's slightly annoying, but it's not the end of the world. I've been pretty happy playing Audacious Infiltrator. The fact that servos cannot block it, makes it less annoying that it's just a 1 toughness creature. Aether Inspector is bad. Cruel Finality is probably the best card here, but I don't think we want to pick a third color here. Rubble is fine. Highspire Infusion, very good. I mean, not very good, but a solid trick. Yeah, I think we just want to pick the Infiltrator. Tezzeret's Touch is quite strong, interesting card. Don't think we'll be picking that. Walker is medium at best. Gift is probably the best card here. Not a huge fan of the Crawler, though it's playable. Hmm. Nothing really thrilling here. Could see picking the touch, and maybe go blue-black instead of blue-white. We do have two solid white creatures, though. White cards, I should rather say. A crawler is kind of bad. Gift might be stronger than I think it is, but I don't really see myself going into green right now. Green has not seemed very open. I'm gonna go with touch. I will probably not play it though. Alright, interesting. Eagle is good. Renegade Map is also good. That's Prelate Bandar. That card is awesome. One of the best 2-drop you can ask for in green. I think much better than Hidden Herbalist, which is pretty much a trap, I think. I don't think that card is much better. I don't think it's even better than a 2/2 for 2, honestly. Even if you get the Revolt, that's not that great. It's fine. So Eagle or Map? I'm gonna go with Eagle. I feel like it's slightly stronger. Aerial modification. Not a huge fan, but you know, if they don't have the Revolt, you win. So there is that. It's a good sideboard option because again, if you face a deck with not many Revolt, you can probably make good use of that. Seems kinda weak though. The potential of being 2 for 1 is something I don't love. I don't like the Moray a lot. Aegis Automaton is fine. Not very exciting though. I'm gonna pick that. I don't really think I will main deck in it, but I could. Osprey is fine. Yup. Another modification. I guess we might try to steal games with those modifications, right? Ooh, we will the Tactician, cool. Alright. Tactician, you probably don't want to stack too many of these, but I'm fine starting with one in the main and potentially siding another if I see a lot of artifacts. That's decent. We have 8 cards I'm happy to play, plus 2 modifications that I could play. 2 solid 4-drop, 2 decent 2-drop, a removal. It's pretty medium start. I'm slightly worried because we passed the blue-white card though. There was a chance I should have gone blue-green. I don't know. We'll see. Ooh, that pack is great for us. I do like the Aether Thief a lot, but I don't think it's a pick over another Plunderer or Spire Patrol or Caught in the Bride. Hopefully we can wheel something, that'd be amazing. Not sure what I'm supposed to pick. I really don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's pretty close. Like, even if I had more knowledge about the set, I'm still pretty sure I would have hard time making this pick right now, given what we have. Card seems good. It's more likely to wheel because it's double colored though, but the other one did not wheel, obviously. Caught in the Bright is probably the safest pick, it's just solid removal. We have 1 vehicle right now, which makes it slightly better. I don't know. I really don't know. This pick is super close. I'm gonna go with the Patrol because it's a double colored card and an uncommon, which means I will get to play this card less often than Caught in the Bright. Caught in the Bright is pretty straightforward effect. I know what it does. I know it's good. It's removal. This I'm not. It seems good, but playing with it will give me a better idea of how good it is. And since it's pretty early in the set, I'd rather pick a card I'm less likely to play with, and see how good it is. Basically, that's my thinking behind picking that. But I could see Caught in the Bright or even Plunderer being better picks. Solemn Recruit seems very good. A 2/2 double strike for 3 is already a good rate, and then you can easily make it a 3/3 and it can even grow bigger. That seems Nice. Daring Demolition again, Sweet Removal. Aether Chaser, amazing card. Could see myself main decking one Decommission. But yeah, I think it's pretty clear cut recruit. Peace Walker Colossus. I think that card is actually not very good. A 6/6 for 3 crew 4 is not a great rate. And since if it could target itself, it would be great. Since it cannot, I think it's just very medium. And even if you have a lot of vehicles, you will not end up with enough vehicle to make that good, I think. Hungry Flames and Monstrous Onslaught are a great piece of removal, though. But I'm not in these colors. So... These cards are really good. I might just pick the Swooper. Swooper is fine. It's not great, but it's a fine 2-drop. Okay, Chandra's Revolution. Maybe I should be red, I don't know. It's always tough. Always tough to really be sure about what's open or not in the beginning of a set. First, because you don't know the card as well. Second, because people are probably drafting not very well. I'm not trying to say the other at the table are not drafting well. I'm also probably not drafting well. Everyone is not drafting as good as they will be in a couple weeks or months, which makes draft a little bit more erratic, I guess. I do like Living Dust a decent amount. I think that card is fine. You can bounce anything. You draw a card. You can use it as a trick, as a tempo play. It's just a fine card. I think it's better than Evasion, Scuttler, or Splashing for Refiner or Revolution. Do like Hinterland Drake a decent amount. It's a fine card. Solid 3-drop. I think I like it more than Garrison or Osprey. Yeah. Again, Bendar probably the best card here. That card is awesome, but we are not in green. I think Death Dismissal is awful. I don't really want to play that. I think it's sideboard material at best. Osprey is fine. I have some other flyer, I don't mind having that around, I think. Hidden Stockpile seems like a very sweet card. A very nice build around. Not really build around, but just a sweet card. But we are not white-black. Okay, a couple 2-drops, another Leave in the Dust. I think I just want a 2-drop. That's a very late Chandra's Revolution. I don't think this should go that late. That removal is just very efficient. And the Tapaland effect can be really good too. I think I like the Infiltrator more than the Renegade. Maybe I'm wrong. This deck is not really going to trigger Revolt that often, and dealing a little bit more damage because of the higher power seems kind of nice. Yeah, I'm gonna pick that. Okay, Decommission is nice. There's a Illusionist stratagem though. Right now, I don't think I have a ton of enters the battlefield effect. I have 1, 2, 3. I guess this also triggers Revolt. So there is that. 4, I guess. 5. Card is kind of sweet. Decommission is slightly safer. I kind of want to have one Decommission in the main. I think I'm gonna pick. Not sure if it's right. Stratagem could be better. I've played with Stratagem. It felt fine, but not insane. And having an effect like that in the deck is something I really think is gonna be cool, nice, strong, valuable. Yeah, nothing I like. Morea is the card I'm the most likely gonna play, but I don't like it a ton. Guess I'm gonna keep the Thopter for my collection. Scuttler is playable. Don't love it. I don't have any combo with it. If you get a couple Prophetic Prism, like even if you get a couple Prophetic Prism, this is a 4/4 for 5, which is not a great rate. And then they will probably block it, so it's not like you're gonna generate a ton of card advantage. That card seems underwhelming. I think it should be at least a 5/5. It could even be a 6/6. Well, At 6/6 it would be a little bit too good maybe, but this could be a 5/5, right? Because the text is mostly a drawback and rarely a bonus, so I don't know. This card seems underwhelming. I don't really know why it's an uncommon either. Maybe there's a sick combo with it that I'm missing, but just seems slow and quite inefficient. Might play the Mobile Garrison. I think that card is perfectly fine. Alright, this pack is not super exciting. Bomb Bazaar Barrage could be the peak. This is not really a servo exhibition deck, I don't think so. Artisan is probably just fine. Just gonna check how many 3-power creatures I have. I have 2 Infiltrators, which is nice. It's really good to have some 2-drop that can crew the barrage to make it better. I have these guys. The Keeper. Most of my 3-drop cannot crew it though, which is slightly annoying. That's still 6 creatures that can crew it on their own. Yeah, I'm gonna play that. I'm probably cutting Garrison then, because I don't want to end up with too many vehicles. But the barge is still solid amount of value most of the time. And again, better than it would be otherwise, because we have 2 Infiltrators, I think. And we have those modifications in the side, so maybe there's a matchup in which just going full vehicle, full modification is a good idea. Seems very risky though. Alright, Ferrygoran Warden. Still a potent card. Mechanic be pretty good in this deck. Exemplar I don't think so, we don't have a ton of artifact, but Harrier could be a nice card to wheel too. I think we just put the Warden. Could use an Aether Meltdown. Don't have a ton of ways to use the energy it produces except for the Swooper. It's a good solid Revolt though. I think I like that more than a random 3-drop. And right now this deck doesn't have a ton of Revolt, so why not? Aether Trade Winds. I'm not thrilled about that. I wonder if Skyskiff is not a better option. Tradewind is fine with Eagle, fine with Tactician, decent with Petrol. That's a lot of mana though. Nah, I don't think it's gonna be great in this deck. I think I'd rather have the Skyskiff. I don't want to stack too many vehicles though, so here I'm gonna pick Companion over Skyskiff. Alright, well the curve is good. We have a little bit of Revolt, a couple powerful cards. Seems like a fine deck. With a flying theme, I guess. Yeah. Slightly light on Revolt maybe. But this is looking decent. Maybe I'll end up playing one aerial modification. I mean, unless you try to play that when they have mana available, you will get something like between 4 and 7 damage that you would not have gotten otherwise. Maybe. You can also enchant a creature. I don't know. I dislike auras. I really hate being 2 for 1, but this seems like a strong enough effect where, well, it can easily steal games, obviously, but maybe even if you get 2 for 1, if you can hit them in the air for 7, it's good enough. I don't know. If I get more playballs and I have to cut something, it's probably gonna be the first thing I'm gonna cut, but I might just try it. I'm not thrilled about it, but you never know until you try, right? Okay, pretty happy about picking Revoke Privileges here. Can definitely use some more Revolt. do we want Eager Construct? Does this do anything? We don't have any synergies with Artifact, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure all the other 3-drops we have are better, and we don't really want more. I mean, 2-drops, sorry. We don't really want more 2-drops. Yeah. Meh. Not really thrilled about playing that. I think like Rejection or Disappearing Act in the side are gonna be better option than the Construct. I don't think this is an Inspired Charge deck, but I'm not gonna play anything else. Oak is medium. Build to Last can be pretty sick with the big vehicles we have. Probably gonna replace the modification. And unless we get something sick quite late, this is probably gonna be my main deck. I guess Windrake could be something we wanna play. I have enough of these. I have enough flyers, enough stuff, right? I like the Hinterland Drake more. And I will have a mana base with mostly white and a little bit less blue, so I think I like the Osprey better than the Drake. Yeah, I'll just run that. Seems like a fine deck. White, blue, mid-range, beat down with flyers, a little bit of removal, a little bit of tempo. This gives a fair amount of tempo, same with the Technician potentially. This is also good if you are on the beat down. Yeah, it just seems like, you know, a very simple but hopefully efficient deck. And the mana base is most likely going to be 10-7. I still want enough blue to be able to cast these not on turn 10. So yeah, 10-7 is gonna be my mana base, I'm pretty sure. But MTGO is probably gonna say something like 11-6. I doubt it'd be right to play 11-6 here though. 9-8 is probably don't need that much blue, but yeah, I think it's just 10-7. So we'll be doing that. Should I try playing that? Kinda doubt it. Especially that if I'm playing that, I'm probably cutting a creature, and cutting a creature to add an aura into the deck seems like a rather bad idea. I just rather add a Windrake if I want to add something, but Build to Last seems... well, I guess Build to Last is actually not very... well, I was gonna say that most of my creature flies, which makes Trick like that a bit weaker. On the other hand, the card is really good with the Express and the Barge potentially, so... yeah, I'll go with that. I have a bunch of sideboard options, which is nice. As expected, MTGO wants more white and less blue than I do. Pretty sure this is better though. Yeah, we have some bounce options, some counters. If a deck is slow, Technician against Artifact, maybe that if they don't have any removal. We'll see. Deck seems fine though. Hope you guys enjoyed the draft. Drop a like if it's the case. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content, and see you for round 1.